G79. So today I got some comparison I want to show you guys about this new battle royale thing that's going around, y'all. It's a lot of games at the Play Store that you can go and download. That's battle royale games. I got some of the top 4 games that I think are the best battle royale games that you can get on a mobile device, particularly Android or your smartphone, doesn't matter. So we're gonna jump right in. All right, so first we got PUBG. Everybody knows about PUBG. It comes from the Xbox 360. I knew nothing about PUBG. All I knew was that it was a battle royale game. Everybody was talking about it, saying it was a good game, getting a lot of reviews. I went and downloaded it the first couple times. I really wasn't digging it, so I kind of deleted it, you know. But then after I deleted that game, I then got the Free Fire, and the Free Fire, I think the accuracy was really a whole lot more better on the Free Fire than the PUBG. And the Free Fire, to me, it's pretty much the same thing like PUBG. I mean, all 4 of these games are really pretty much the same, I would say. I'll get into further details in a minute of why I believe that I think they are different and which ones are better than the other one. But so the second one I downloaded was Free Fire. It's got its advantages, you know. Like I say, I like the graphics, I like the sound effects of the guns. I think that's really cool about the game. It doesn't take that long to get clothing on the Free Fire. You know, on the PUBG, you start out with just underwear. Like, I think that's just retarded. Like, just start the character out with some pants, with some clothes on, you know. So I really dislike that about PUBG, that they start you out with just, you know, you starting out with your underwear. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't see the point of it. I don't see the purpose in it. I don't even see the logic in it. It's just dumb, you know. So Free Fire, they actually let you get clothes really quick, and some pretty cool clothes. You get tennis shoes and little t-shirts you can put on or whatever have you. You know, so I think that's cool about Free Fire. And all right, so let's go down to Hopeless Land. Now Hopeless Land, it has a lot. That was actually another game that I should have did, but I thought that this one was better. And it's called Rules of Survival. That's another game that's a battle royale game that I think is pretty cool. It didn't make the chart, the top of my 4 list, so I picked Hopeless Land. Hopeless Land is pretty cool. I mean, like I say, it's another battle royale game, just like Free Fire, just like PUBG. The only difference is, I think, is that it has a couple of more different weapons. I believe it has shields. If I'm mistaken, it's probably on Rules of Survival, because I play so many of these battle royale games. But Hopeless Land, it's pretty much the same. You know, like I said, I haven't really did a lot of gameplay on that game, but I played a little bit of. I have played it, but just not as much to do to really talk about, you know, what the game really has to offer. The game is okay. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty cool, you know. But like I said, I don't really have much on the Hopeless Land, but I think the game is it's got a lot of potential, I believe, you know what I'm saying, to be one of those top battle royale games on the mobile device. So next we have Knives Out. Now Knives Out is kind of reminds me a lot of Rules of Survival as far as the way it looks. It has that kind of like cartoonish look, I would say. You know, what's a good example? I guess I wouldn't say Fortnite, because, you know, Fortnite is in its own realm or whatever. But Knives Out is just another battle royale game. I mean, there's so many of them out right now. It's ridiculous, you know. But I played a little bit of it. You know, it's pretty much the same. You know, it's, you know, like you get your little drops. You know, your supply drops. You know, you get your clothes, your loot, and all that. You know, you find a spot, you know, try to survive to the end. Now on Free Fire, they only have 50 people per match, whereas PUBG, you have 100. Hopeless Land, I believe they have like 100, and I believe like 150 or 60 of at one time, and I think that's just way too many. Now that's the real disadvantage that I don't like about PUBG, Heartless Land, Rules of Survival. No, I take that back. Rules of Survival, they have 60. I believe they start you out with 60 people per match. And Knives Out, they have, I believe, 100. I think it varies on that game. I did a little bit of gameplay on the Knives Out. I believe I did one gameplay on that. I didn't know. I know for sure I didn't do a lot, but it's like I said, it's just another battle royale game. But so my favorite game, y'all, I would advise y'all, my favorite battle royale game for the mobile device for Android is what I play on. I would have to say, as far as wow, let's see. Okay, let's just go with graphics. Let's start with graphics first. So I would say, out of PUBG, Free Fire, Hopeless Land, and Rules of Survival, I would say the better graphics will have to go to. I probably have to say PUBG. You know, PUBG and Free Fire, because I like both of the graphics on there. Because, and I say that because PUBG and Free Fire, the characters look the same. They don't have that cartoonish look. It is what it is, you know, and people like it. You know what I'm saying? You have the mic. Some of these games you can't get mic'd up on. Some of them you can. Some of them you have to go to certain stages or certain maps to be mic'd up. Whereas with PUBG, I mean, everything is mic'd up, and I think that's a big advantage. I think that's why a lot of people actually liked the PUBG first, because PUBG came out first, and then you had all these other games that just kind of just jumped on the bandwagon. You know, so for its graphics, you know, just basic, simple old graphics, I'll probably have to say PUBG and Free Fire. Okay, so, but as far as weapons, shields, you know, getting rocket launchers and all of that stuff, PUBG doesn't have that. Free Fire doesn't have that. Hopeless Land, Knives Out, and Rules of Survival, they all have, I think, the better weapons. You have a better selection of weapons, and you have better access to those weapons. You know, so, and the reason I say that because PUBG and Free Fire, they doesn't have shields. Like I play Hopeless Land and Rules of Survival, and I was blown away when they had the shield. So you can actually use the shield, you know, turn to the side, use your gun, pop, 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 and then pull your shield back out. But yeah, so as far as weapons, I'll probably have to get that to Hopeless Land and Rules of Survival and Knives Out. Okay, what else we got? But let's go to maps. So I have to say this off the top. Free Fire has some boo-boo maps. I love Free Fire because of the accuracy, the gun, the sound effects, and all of that. But Free Fire has, the maps on Free Fire are just, you only get that one map. And I played different other modes that they have, you know, and it was alright. You know, I could complain. It was what they, you know, you have to go with what they give you. But I mean, the map on Free Fire just looked like something they just throw together on a computer simulated, how they hook that stuff up, and it's not that good. Now, I would say the best maps to play, I would say, will have to be at least PUBG first. I would have to say PUBG, and then Rules of Survival. The Rules of Survival, I mean, the graphics look really, really good. The grass, the trees, you know, you can see the grass, you can see the flowers, you can see the trees. It has detail. You know, it just doesn't look like something they just kind of threw together, and they put more time into the, you know, the shooting and the loot and all of that stuff. You know, it's kind of well rounded, if you ask me. So for its graphics, I would have to get that to Rules of Survival, which I couldn't put on here. It didn't make my top 4, but. And Hopeless Land has some really, really good graphics, so you definitely want to download that. And Knives Out, you know, they are those three particular games. Hopeless Land, Rules of Survival, and Knives Out have better graphics than PUBG and Free Fire. So that's where I'm at for its graphics. Alright, so we covered graphics, we covered weapons, we covered maps. Alright, y'all, so I'm just gonna go all out and tell y'all the best battle royale game that you can get on a mobile device for Android or your smartphone or whatever phone you have. The best battle royale game, I have to give it to #1, PUBG. I know I know a lot of y'all probably like, oh, we knew we was gonna pick PUBG, but hey, PUBG is the better game in it because the map is a whole lot better. It has a whole lot more to offer. And that's my thing. I mean, like I said, most of these games are all the same, but you know, so you basically like, okay, which one has more to offer? Do I go to the game that has more better graphics, or do I go to the game that has more to offer? You're mic'd up, you get a little bit more maps, you get squads. You can, you get a whole lot going on. Now the only thing about PUBG that I don't like I told y'all earlier, is that it takes a while to get your clothes and to get your shoes and your shirt and all of that, and they don't really give you that much coins to go to the shop and buy them. So, but other than that, #1 is PUBG. I have to say. I mean, how can you not go with PUBG to be #1? It started everything. So #1 goes to PUBG. All right, and #2 on my list would have to be, I'll have to go with Free Fire, y'all. Just like I got it lined up here at the top, I'll have to go with Free Fire. And the reason I go with Free Fire for #2, it's not that bad. Like I say, you get to get clothes really quick, so I think that's really cool. You can get mic'd up on some of these missions, not the main mission, but there's some other missions on there that you can get mic'd up on, and there's some other different modes that you can play. So #2, I have to go with Free Fire. All right, so on to #3, the top one that I have on my list for #3 is, I probably have to go with Hopeless Land, y'all. Hopeless Land. The reason I say that Hopeless Land will be #3 is because it has more weapons. It has more weapons than PUBG and more weapons than Free Fire. And the graphics look a whole lot more better. A whole lot more better. I believe it has mic'd up on there too as well. I'm pretty sure it does. So #3 we'll have to go to Hopeless Land. And last but not least, we'll have to go with Knives Out. And the reason I said it about Knives Out, because it looks like I'm playing Hopeless Land or Rules of Survival. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, with Knives Out. It's pretty cool. You might like to go and download it. It's a pretty cool battle royale game. You got to be the judge of your own game. I'm just doing my little review, giving my opinion on what I think is the best battle royale game. And I guess the last one would be Rules of Survival. I couldn't put that on the screen. And so yeah, that's it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please look like a bottom. Subscribe to my channel, OSG79, if you haven't already, y'all. Alright, so now we got that covered and out the way, y'all. I hope you guys go ahead and check out some of these games, man. Really cool games, y'all. Go ahead and check it out. Hope y'all like it, and I'll see y'all on the next review episode. Peace out, y'all.